Happy Rusev Day. Welcome back to Ovatyme Sports Talk. This is your boy, Big Sid. I am here with Hollywood J. Black. My boy here forgot about doing the gaming video last night because he was playing God of War.
Hey, I was doing a gaming video in my head, okay? I did the whole thing. It was a great show that we did. An awesome show, all right?
It wasn't the best show.
It was the awesome best show. The best show if I do say so myself, okay? Jesus. Anyway.
And fans, I know he didn't say this when he did it on Monday, but he forgot to hit me up on Saturday so we could finish the way out.
Hey, I was somewhere Saturday. I don't know where. Probably. I don't remember.
You're playing God of War. I turned on my PlayStation, you were playing God of War.
Oh, yeah, that's...
But you know what? I understand.
Do you understand, sir?
Okay. I bought Far Cry 5. I was all about Far Cry 5. And then April 20th happened.
That game is fucking amazing. I'll tell you that much. But we'll get to that. We're gonna do a gaming show makeup. We'll do that tomorrow in wrestling. We'll get that out the way. Make sure that you guys are all taken care of. But today, my friends and family, is Ovatyme Sports Show. Now, as usual, that's the man, Big Sin over there. This way? No, this way. This way. No, this way. Oh, hey. And this is your boy, Hollywood J. Black. We are live and in full effect. Oh, man. It's been an interesting couple of days since we last did this show, sir.
Well, unfortunately, one of the things that have been taking over social media is some motherfucker who stuck his dick in a gold digger and came out retarded. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
No, we'll talk about that. That's something that we might have to do for Off the Rails. But today we got to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the last time we had this conversation, my good man, the Cleveland Cavaliers not only snuck away with the Game 7 in Indiana, they have now stolen a Game 1 in Toronto. Now,
is it really stealing? Hold on. Let me play on words here. Is it really stealing when LeBron James has owned the Raptors for about a decade in the playoffs?
When you are the number one team in the Eastern Conference, the number one team in the Eastern Conference, you are expected to do better. All right? But don't take my word for it.
Number one team in the Eastern Conference when Vince Carter was there, and they still lost in the fucking first or second round. The Toronto Raptors are choke artists in the playoffs. They are the Peyton Manning of the regular season. But they are the Warren Moon of the postseason. They just don't go nowhere.
I'm sorry, but this Cavalier team as a whole is garbage. We all know that the Toronto Raptors as a team are 10 times better than any combination of 5 men that the Cleveland Cavaliers put on there.
That's fine and dandy, but they only need one man to actually show up and carry the whole team.
Well, apparently, but I guess, like I said, don't take our word for it. I brought on a special guest to let the people know exactly what happened. Mr. Dennis Green, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dennis Green, say hey, Dennis.
It's wonderful.
Dennis, we're going to need you to tell us what happened in this game. I mean, I really have I'm flabbergasted. So, Dennis, could you let us know what the deal is?
The Bears are what we thought they were.
Dennis, your mic work?
They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's what.
No, Dennis. We're talking about the Cavaliers, not the Bears.
Yes.
It is not football season.
Oh,
Quit talking about the Bears.
Well, forgive me for talking about the Bears, sir. Thank you, Dennis. We really appreciate you. But you know, like I know, how bad this was. This I have a headache. I watched this game, the last half of this game. Do you know that the Raptors missed 21 shots in the last 3 minutes? 21 shots in the last 3 minutes of this basketball game. Do you know?
Do I have to spell it out for you? When it comes to the playoffs, the Raptors are SAWFT, soft. Tell me I'm lying.
There was all truth in the statement that you just said. This is bad though. I mean, this is bad. I mean, I don't. This is how I'm looking. This is when I look at this game. You see this? Ever see me look disheveled like this outside of what I tell you?
I will ask you this question: did you honestly think the Cavaliers are not going to make it out of the East? Do you honestly think that?
Yes, actually, I do. I actually honestly did.
You know, I have an island in Nevada on some lovely beachfront property that you can buy.
I honestly swear to God, I honestly really, in all my reality of realities, thought that Cleveland was not going to make it past Toronto. Actually, no. I honestly thought that Cleveland was not going to make it past Indiana because Indiana as a whole was a better team than Cleveland.
You know what Indiana did? They gave Cleveland hope. Do you really want to give LeBron James hope?
Nope. They had it. They had a chance to go up 3-2 in Cleveland. They should have. They lost that game. They got cheated out that game, though. Let's be honest with you. They got cheated out that game really bad.
Roman Reigns got cheated out of the title against Brock Lesnar. Who the fuck cares?
Well, we all know wrestling tells a story. This basketball bullshit is supposed to be real sports, apparently. I don't know. Like, we're not supposed to.
Well, the Philadelphia Eagles won a Super Bowl. So fucking what? Who really gives a shit?
All right, the Philadelphia Eagles made one crazy-ass play that would never have happened. No, one play. That fumble.
But there were two touchdowns that shouldn't have counted.
But Tom Brady can't control that. Tom Brady was in control. It was that one play that he fumbled the ball. They had not touched Tom Brady the entire game. And as a whole, at that point, Tom Brady had not even been touched in the entire playoffs.
But at that point, the Patriots should have still been up 14. Because there was 2 fourth-down plays that the referees gave them touchdowns on that they screwed up.
Well, you know who should have been in the game that wasn't in the game, that wouldn't have allowed any touchdowns. His name was Malcolm Butler. We know that. We talked about this a million times. And
all I'm saying is, if you really want to take it out of the referee's hands, don't make it so close.
True. But at the same time, I mean, there was a bunch of no call. I mean, bunch of calls that shouldn't have been called that were called. A bunch of calls that were called that weren't called that should have been called, and then the opposite that were called that shouldn't have been called.
They made up for the calls they missed with the calls they made. They don't even calls. Like saying all they want is balance, like that. Okay.
Speaking of calls, I had a thought today, and as I sat there watching TV, right, I realized that LeBron James is a walking, talking, breathing monster.
You finally figured that out?
Yes, I figured it out.
Well, I've watched it for 18 fucking years.
So let me tell you whose powers that he's taken, okay? He's taken Shaq's physicality. He's taken Dominique Wilkins' dunks. He's taken Allen Iverson's swagger. He's taken Charles Barkley's prowess in the paint. And he's taken Vlade Divac's flops. And then once you combine those together, he put them in a serum, drank it all, and you have LeBron James. It's true. He's a monster, ladies and gentlemen. He's a walking, living, breathing monster.
And unfortunately for anybody in Toronto, Michael Jordan don't have Bugs Bunny to help him.
Nope. Sorry. In other news, the Charles Barkley starting shit, apparently, with Draymond Green.
What else is new?
Well, what else is new? Charles has realized he ain't on that court no more. He's an old man in the booth. He can't be talking about he's going to be whooping people's asses.
He also needs to realize Draymond Green will just kick him in the balls.
This is true. No lies in that statement. And it's all about self-perseverance, my friend. Self-perseverance. And that's the whole point of what I'm trying to say. Why is this like, I understand that you're trying to get some ratings and draw attention to yourself. I'm cool with that. But to physically threaten another player because of whatever reason, because of a little argument or scuffle that player got into with another player, and then you want to be like, oh, I want to whoop Draymond Green's ass too. Really? Oh, okay. All right. Well,
let me put something into reality for you, my friend.
Yeah, go ahead.
Charles Barkley is basically anybody who's arguing with you from a different state on Facebook.
Word. Yeah.
He is sitting behind the camera. Mm-hmm. He is sitting behind the internet. He is sitting behind tons of security. He's not sitting there face to face.
True. Very
now,
true.
TNT doesn't cover Western Conference games. TNT covers Eastern Conference games. So he can say what he wants about Draymond Green, and Draymond Green is no threat to come to Charles Barkley.
Until the NBA Finals. And
then at that point, you know how much security is going to be around Bark?
All of them.
He's basically a Facebook or Twitter trolling Draymond Green right now.
True. So
that's because Draymond Green puts his hands on Barkley. You're not going to see Draymond Green in the NBA no more.
That's true. That's true. Oh man. So as you know, we got a couple games going down tonight. Well, let's talk about the first thing. So Golden State's up 2-0 against New Orleans, right?
At least New Orleans actually put up a fight the second game.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that they're basically on that run, that run first offense like D'Antoni has in Houston. It gets a little bit of a preview because the difference is they don't have a shooting guard as good as James Harden. And don't have a point guard nowhere near as good as Chris Paul. But they're essentially getting a test run of what that would be like if they played Houston consistently. To me, I don't think, even if they had DeMarcus Cousins playing, I really don't think that there's nothing that New Orleans can do against this Golden State team as it stands right now. I wonder if you kind of feel the same way about that.
I did pick the Pelicans to go to the finals. But after watching them and play this Golden State team, it is obvious, and you can see it on the screen, that they cannot match up defensively with Golden State at all.
No, that is.
They can't stop their shooters, and Anthony Davis is one person.
Yeah, and that's why I said even with Cousins in there, I don't think to stop the pure shooting prowess of what Golden State can do. Because when Golden State gets on fire...
I give Drew Holiday all the credit in the world. He's played his ass off.
Oh, yeah. He's been playing his ass off. Drew Holiday...
He is completely outmatched.
Yeah. They're not as deep, and they're going to have problems. They just might chop it up as a lost charger to the game. Houston, on the other hand...
What's up, Stephanie?
Oh, Stephanie's here? I'll say, hey, Steph. Hey... So the question that I have, sir, we got Houston and the Jazz. I talked about this on Monday. I called Houston and Utah to go to 6, minimum 6. May go to 7, but minimum 6. Right now, the Jazz and the Rockets are tied 84-84.
Well, first and foremost, the Oklahoma City Thunder should be ashamed of themselves that they let a goddamn rookie stomp them out.
True. So let's look at this from perspective, though. They have Joe Ingles, who got that 3-ball on lock. They have Ricky Rubio, who's the orchestrator of the offense. They have Donovan Mitchell, which has been absolutely playing lights out. And depending, if Donovan Mitchell, if they get past these Rockets, if somehow they get past these Rockets, I honestly think that Donovan Mitchell is the rookie of the year. I even think he's the rookie of the year now.
Regardless.
But even at that, like I think he's the rookie of the year now. But I think that would
Ben Simmons
for me.
You gotta remember Ben Simmons done missed 30 games this year.
Even at that, it's not to discredit anything that Ben Simmons has or hasn't done, but we know the real reason why the Sixers team is as good as they are, and it's not because of it's not because of Ben Simmons. It is because of Joel Embiid. And when those two play together, they feed off of each other.
Which is why next year, when LeBron James in the 76ers, when he takes his talent to Philadelphia, the 76ers will win a championship.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to go to Philly. That'd be weird. It'd be a weird place to go. I mean, not too weird, but
he's gonna make them hire Allen Iverson as their coach, and he's gonna get Allen Iverson a ring.
That's the case. He could just should have hired Allen Iverson in Cleveland. He's a better option.
No, Philly.
No, he's a better option than what they have now in Philly.
Can you imagine? You look at the last time the 76ers won a championship. Dr. J was on that team. Dr. J and LeBron James putting out their 76ers rings like this.
Here's your twist right here, right? So they bring in Tyronn Lue. They said, I just want to let you know that LeBron is staying, right? But the bad news is we're replacing you as the head coach. You're going to be the assistant head coach. We're now going to bring in Allen Iverson. And then they trip Tyronn Lue. He falls on the floor, and then Allen Iverson steps over him.
Like in the finals of 2003. Where Allen Iverson made Tyronn Lue his bitch.
That's right. For the old heads. We got to do it for the old heads. What else we got? Oh, we got Philly. They got dominated, man. First game. But I'm not surprised, though.
They're young.
I'm not surprised. Boston came in with the number one defense in the NBA. They shut them down like they had the number one defense in the NBA.
But don't be surprised if Philadelphia makes this a long series.
True. Very true. She said, stop yawning, Phil.
Fuck no. I will yawn all I want, goddammit.
So we got some interesting stuff there. My predictions out of this round, I still want to go Houston, Golden State in the West. I guess Cavaliers in Boston.
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
What?
You're going to hate me for this one.
Sure.
Chris Paul still does not make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, my God.
Utah Jazz and the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
Could you imagine the shitstorm that would be?
The same shitstorm Russell Westbrook is feeling right now. We're having PG-13 and Carmelo Anthony, and he still can't win.
Man, they're about to be some blown-up-ass teams, especially if Toronto loses. Well, I think it's
DeMar DeRozan and the other motherfucker
gone. We're going to start over. We're going to be the new Sixers of the North. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Number one pick. Yeah.
They're going to trade all their number one. They're going to trade their players for number one picks. Start over. Fuck it.
I'm going to go Cleveland, Philadelphia.
Cleveland, Philadelphia. Apparently, she's been up since 1 a.m. Texas time with a sick son who is now hospitalized. I'm sorry about that, Miss Steph.
Then, motherfucker, then yawn your ass off, okay?
Yes, you deserve all the yawns. You hope your son gets better, too.
Yes, we hope your son gets better. Ben, we give you permission to yawn.
Yes. So we'll see how these predictions goes in the NBA. Now, oddly enough, we're going to talk about my favorite subject because there's two things that I really want to talk about here regarding NHL. And that's, I get hyped, especially when I talk about NHL. You know who I'm going to talk about. You already know who I'm going to talk about.
Well, the game starts. The game just started.
That's right. VGK every day, all day. You goddamn right. That's how we roll.
Break that shit down like old brother Lynch. I'm VGK all day, every day, all day to the day I die.
VGK up 2-1 against Seattle.
Whoa. Slow your roll.
Not Seattle. San Jose.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Steph. Thank you. All right, let's see. So they're up. We have Tampa Bay up on Boston. They're leading the series 2-1.
How about the Washington Capitals being up on the Penguins 2-1?
Literally and figuratively.
Will Washington finally get that Chris Paul off their back? I mean, that monkey off their back.
The monkey off their back. I don't know. A man literally got his jaw broken. Another man got put on the shelf. The Capitals out here taking out NHL players like it's nobody's business. This seems like a hitman job because the same dude is taking out 2 players.
Good.
It's good. Damn.
Alex Ovechkin's like, you know what, motherfuckers? Kill them all. They have beaten us the last 5 years in the playoffs. I'm not down for this shit.
Ovi, baby. I guess.
Good night, Steph.
I'm going to put it up. Good night, Steph. We appreciate you. Appreciate all the love. You do your thing. Make sure your son is taken care of. But, yeah, so we got that going. We have twats. Twats. No, hold on. Playoffs. Sorry.
Yeah, where's Jim Moore at?
Oh, I always got to do. That's going to be the issue.
Did his punk ass not feel like showing up tonight?
No, he was not tonight. Next time. He's going to show up next time, sir. Next time. Next time, goddammit.
I already got an argument with Dennis Green tonight.
No, yeah, just Dennis Green. He just was on one. I mean, it happens. These things happen. Oh, yes. We can't forget about.
Will Ferrell should be like, you my boy, Blue.
We can't forget about Bill Cosby and Jared from Subway's favorite team, the Predators. Being down 2-1 against the Jets.
Same cell. Is he going to say, hey, if you eat my meat, I'll give you some pudding?
Oh, Lord.
Would you like my foot long?
So bad. We're going to hell.
Oh, it's all right.
It's all right. They got enough room for us. Anyways, God damn it. Eastern Conference. Where are you at? What are we talking about?
We're up 2-1.
Yes. Okay, we did talk about them. Oh, yeah, Tampa Bay, Boston. Capitals, Penguins.
Pay attention to our own video, fucker. We already talked about them.
Yes. God damn it. Fuck. Sorry. God damn it. I just want to make sure that we weren't forgetting things, all right? We can't forget. This is for the people, all right? Damn. Shit. Fuck. No, just playing. Anyways. But yes, what do you think about these NHL playoffs, sir? That's what I want to know.
All I want to know is how Vegas is going to react if they win the Stanley Cup.
I want to be there. I don't know how.
Oh, and to let you know, I found, the Bell's Outlet Mall?
Uh-huh.
They have a Vegas hockey store that shows all Golden Knights gear.
Oh, shit. It's on like Donkey Kong. I want to try and get some Knights gear in. If Tampa Bay plays Vegas, I'm going to try and go to a Golden Knights playoff game.
Good luck. Tickets out of this world.
I know, but down here they're pretty cheap. Cause
now they get into the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, it will be. Because Tampa Bay Lightning games have not sold out.
Now let's also talk about this. What's the irony that the 2 top teams in the NHL are both warm weather franchises?
I know. We talked about that. How pissed off will Canada be?
Well, I just have one thing to say to that.
What?
South Park said it best. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. With all the hockey hullabaloo in that bitch and Murray too.
So wrong. So wrong, but so right at the same time. I'm telling you, I have not been more excited about hockey than any other time in my life other than now. I'm hyped.
You know what I was more excited about hockey?
What?
When I got you watching hockey, when the New Jersey Devils played the Mighty Ducks in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I watched it all at your house.
Oh, I remember that shit. Good times, my friend. Good times. That would have been summer of 2000 or summer of 2001, one of the two. I think it was both.
Remember when Steve Smith knocked that dude from the Mighty Ducks out in the middle of the ice? He just went sliding all sideways.
Yep. It was summer 2001. I remember that happened. Yep.
That's when I turned Mr. Black on hockey.
Yes. But see, I used to play the games, though. I liked hockey video games more than hockey because they used to make them exciting.
And what it was the house you lived in, the TV you played games on was in the same room the TV you watched TV on.
That's right.
So we were playing SmackDown we were playing Here Comes the Pain.
That's right.
Watching the playoffs.
Yep. That's right. Oh, man. So,
and I got to sing it now, okay?
Yeah.
And those were the good old days. Go by, but the memory stays. The good old days.
Yes, they were. Oh, man. Now, we got to get into some baseball. A little bit of baseball.
No, I told you.
What?
Tell me when they have an NBA season left.
An NBA season left? Come on now. The Yankees are up 4-0 against the Astros.
Who gives a fuck about the Yankees?
Well, 2 weeks ago, the Yankees didn't even have a defense. So this is impressive that they're shutting out somebody.
Let me pull up my MLB standings. Hold on.
Are you not entertained?
You want to know what my MLB standing says?
What?
The All-Star game hasn't happened yet. Stop talking about us.
Anyways, we'll go over the scores real quick. Dodgers over Arizona 1-0. Baltimore over the Angels 1-0. Oakland, Seattle's tied in the top of the first because the game just started. Boston is beating up on KC. Not really. They actually beat KC 5-4. Minnesota beat Toronto 4-0. Cleveland out here putting up football numbers. They beat the Rangers 12-4.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
You want to know how irrelevant baseball is right now?
Hey.
No. Do you want to know how irrelevant baseball is right now?
How irrelevant, sir?
The Mets started off the season 10-1. They are now 17-11.
Streaks happen. Just like the 21 shots of nothing that happened to Toronto in the last 4 minutes of the first game of the second round of the playoffs.
MLB season is as irrelevant as the Toronto Raptors playoff hopes.
Damn. That's sad.
You know who cares about the MLB season right now?
Who?
The people who think CP3 has been in the Western Conference Finals.
Leave that poor man alone. He ain't do nothing to nobody.
You know what's more reliable than baseball right now?
What?
Jay Cutler.
Damn. Poor Jay Cutler. Not going to get a contract. Hey, speaking of which, let's go. Let me flip this back over. Oh, hold on, wait. Got to talk about the last 7 games. Sorry, hold on. Detroit beat Cleveland. The 12 innings. Hold on. St. Louis beat the White Sox 3-2. Colorado Rockies beat the Cubs 11-2. The Giants beat the Padres 9-4. The Washington, whatever the hell's. The Nationals beat Pittsburgh 9-3. Atlanta beat the Mets 7-0. Milwaukee beat Cincinnati 3-1, and Philadelphia beat Miami 6-0. Oh, but you know what?
Hold on.
Wrong, sir. Wrong. 7 levels of wrong. Anyways, wrong.
Can we talk about the NFL draft?
Well, before we talk about the NFL draft, did you see that Eric Reed of San Francisco 49ers fame has filed now a grievance for collusion against the owners because apparently since becoming a free agent, he has not received any offers or even attempts to come to training camp. Now, Eric Reed is a top 10 safety in the NFL who also kneeled with Colin Kaepernick. And yeah.
A top 10 safety on a 32nd ranked defense a couple years ago. Yeah, good job.
Hey. But what about when Harbaugh was there when it was the top 5 defense?
Never happened.
Oh, yes, it did.
Nope.
Yes. Nope. Anyway, so he's filed his grievance because they feel that since he kneels, that's what preventing him from getting a job. And it's not like with a quarterback, right? Where, you only probably carry 2 quarterbacks. That was the excuse they used with Colin Kaepernick. Now, this is a safety where you probably need about 3 or 4 of them on your team. And he's not getting one interview for one of them?
So, and more important news.
Damn.
Came out to... I love you.
Mm-hmm.
But it came out today via the Giants that if the Cleveland Browns did not take Baker Mayfield, they had a package put together to send a number 2 pick to the New England Patriots for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I heard about that. That would have been...
Baker Mayfield, I'm sorry, Cleveland, fucked you.
I don't know, though. Baker Mayfield is the type of person that they need.
They got a squad in Cleveland right now.
I mean, he's the type of person that they need. I mean...
And everybody said that about Johnny Manziel. We see where that ended up.
Well, Baker Mayfield doesn't have a red flag alcohol problem. He just has a red flag asshole problem. A little bit different.
Let's go through the first 32 picks of this year's draft, okay?
Yes.
I'll read them off. I want you to tell me what you think, okay?
Yeah.
Number 1, Baker Mayfield.
Perfect.
Number 2 to the New York Giants, Saquon Barkley.
Perfect.
Number 3 to the Jets, Sam Darnold.
Perfect.
Number 4 to the Browns, Denzel Ward.
Should have drafted a running back or O-lineman, but otherwise fine.
This was probably the biggest impact draft pick. Number 5 to the Broncos that go opposite of Von Miller, Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
The Indianapolis Colts finally drafted an offensive lineman in Quentin Nelson.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills this year will have A.J. McCarron as a bridge quarterback as they drafted Josh Allen.
Yep, that was a good pick.
At 8, the Chicago Bears drafted linebacker from Georgia, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Now, your 49ers, after trading their offensive tackle to the Patriots, drafted Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah, which was, and I talked about in the last broadcast, I thought it was more so we needed him, but it was really a fuck you to the Oakland Raiders on that pick because the Raiders were slated to draft him to protect Derek Carr.
Yeah. And number 10, we got Josh Rosen going to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was an interesting one because I didn't think that the Cardinals would end up with a quarterback given how the draft went. I thought they would have aimed for another possible wide receiver, maybe even a cornerback or a safety to replace Tyrann Mathieu because he's not happy there. But yeah, that
they cut Tyrann Mathieu, remember?
Cut. That's what I meant to replace him. That's what I'm saying. They need somebody to replace him. But Yeah, I didn't think that the Cardinals were going to would be able to draft a decent quarterback in the draft, and Josh Allen just landed in their lap.
Josh Rosen,
just landed on their lap.
At number 11, the Dolphins picked a safety out of Alabama, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yep, that was a good one.
The Buccaneers also with a good draft pick, defensive tackle out of Washington, Vita Vea.
Yeah, because their defense sucked last year.
Now, this is a football name right here. At number 13, the Redskins picked from Alabama, Daron Payne.
That's right. Bring the pain, goddammit.
Then at 14, the Saints picked up Marcus Davenport, the defensive end out of Texas San Antonio.
A good defense just got better.
At number 15, the aforementioned Oakland Raiders took Colton Miller of UCLA.
That was a good solid pick to make up for what happened.
The Buffalo Bills at 16 picked inside linebacker from Virginia Tech, Tremaine Edmonds.
They really, really needed a running back, and I'm surprised they went that route.
Yes, and Shady can't stay off the injured list.
Exactly.
At 17, the Chargers, which I think should have drafted an offensive lineman, went with a safety in Darwin James.
Yeah. That was a good pick.
The Green Bay Packers at 18 picked up Jair Alexander, a corner out of Louisville.
They should have drafted a running back.
At 19, everybody thought this was going to be a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, but it ended up being everybody's favorite white boy, Leighton Vander East.
Yeah, right? It was a decent pick. I ain't going to lie.
Detroit, at number 20, picked up an offensive lineman, a center out of Arkansas, Frank Ragnow. And we all know the center position has been an issue for the Lions.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They really, really need to protect Stafford if he's going to be their franchise quarterback. He is, but for the foreseeable future, they signed him for all that money. They need to get an ROI on him.
Now, at 21, another center of a team who needed one, the Bengals picked up Billy Price.
It's funny. Normally the trend is that people draft offensive tackles, left guards, right, to protect the blind side of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Ever since the Niners picked up that one center that they got lucky to pick up in the free agency, it's been a center hoarding party not only in free agency but in the draft. It's a real interesting perspective on that one, by the way. Now,
number 22, the Tennessee Titans drafted outside linebacker LaShawn Evans, which is a solid pick.
Solid pick, especially, they're running that organization just like the Patriots with Vrabel as the coach. So,
now, number 23, the aforementioned Patriots out of Georgia picked up tackle Isaiah Wynn, and that was a key pickup to what they did later on in the first round.
Oh, yes. That was a good one.
24, the Panthers picked up a wide receiver in DJ Moore out of Maryland.
Yep, that was good.
At 25, the Ravens drafted the first tight end out of college, Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. I like it.
This pick here by the Falcons kind of threw into question Julio Jones' future in Atlanta with them picking up Calvin Ridley, the wide receiver out of Alabama.
They needed help. Because the Falcons lost the two best receivers in the free agency. They needed somebody. It's anybody. I'm surprised they didn't draft 3 wide receivers.
Now, I know me and you both don't like the Seattle Seahawks, but before I announce their number 27 pick, I want to give the Seahawks a shout out for giving the one-armed dude a chance.
Oh yeah. Sorry, eating a cracker.
Because his brother plays for the Seahawks.
Yeah, they both play for UCF out here. They're part of the real national champs, undefeated UCF Golden Knights.
He could honestly be, if his career is anything like his college career, be the steal of the draft.
Yeah. He could legitimately be steal because he's going to work harder, he's going to work better, he's going to work faster than anybody else that's out there right now.
So at number 27, they picked up a need position with Rashad Penny out of San Diego State at running back.
Mm-hmm. They really need a running back, though. They weren't going to survive without one.
The Pittsburgh Steelers picked up safety Terrell Edmonds to shore up a not-so-good defense.
Yeah, it's very true. Mm-hmm.
The Jaguars, people thought were going to draft a quarterback, but they went defensive tackle with Taven Bryan.
Which is interesting. I guess it was an interesting pick. Only because I think that their needs... Well, let me phrase that. The Jaguars didn't really have any really pressing needs other than like corner.
They need a quarterback.
I don't think so. Blake Bortles didn't lose that game against the Patriots. You know that, and I know that. He didn't lose that game.
At number 30, the Minnesota Vikings picked up the corner out of Central Florida, Mike Hughes.
Yep, their defense just got a lot better.
And now, where that draft pick from Georgia, that offensive lineman, comes in for the New England Patriots, the number 2 ranked running back in the draft. I didn't think he would fall this far. Sony Michel out of Georgia fell to the Patriots.
Yeah, I know. Just fell right into their fucking lap. They got paid on this one. They got paid. I don't even know how they pulled this one off either. Under the radar. Remember didn't I name like 3-4 teams that I said should have drafted a running back and they didn't?
How do you give the Patriots what they lost in Deion Lewis?
Sometimes the chips just fall where they may. Michael says hi.
Mac Money, what's up, sucker?
What's good, man?
And then finally, the last pick of the first round, the Baltimore Ravens traded up in a shocking move and picked up Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Out of Louisville.
Hey, here's the thought, though. I talked about this on Monday's show. I said that the Ravens I think they had the best draft out of everybody. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you go through their draft class, look up their draft class real quick for me while I talk about this. You look up their draft class, and they legitimately drafted 6 players that, if called upon, can play ball right now. And that includes Lamar Jackson. If they needed somebody to play ball, all 6 of these guys, and you look at where they were ranked in their college careers, they could come out and play some serious ball right now. And thank you, Mac. I appreciate you, man. We definitely going to keep the scats coming. You know how we do, man. Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot. Yeah, take a look at it. But take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Right now, hold on. All right, so the first pick, Hayden Hurst, tight end, which they needed. Second pick, Lamar Jackson. Third pick, Orlando Brown out of Oklahoma, was a good defensive tackle. Then another tight end, Mark Andrews. Then a corner, Anthony Averett. Inside linebacker, Kenny Young. Wide receiver, Jaleel Scott. Wide receiver, Jordan Lasley. Safety, Deshaun. Offensive tackle, Greg Sinnott. Center, Bradley Bowman. And defensive end, Zach Salier.
And if you look at their college careers, semi-excellent college careers. Now, the boy Matt just asked a really, really good question. He asked me what my thoughts are on the 49ers. I'll keep it very simple because you know how big of a fan I am. I also see that there's an arms race going down in the NFC West. With that said, I think out of everybody in the NFC West, and that includes the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals, day one guys, I still think that we have the best quarterback in the entire NFC West. Point blank.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You got something to say, Phil? You got a little something you throw?
You're fucking welcome.
Anyways, yes, I believe that the Niners, given the state of what is going on, I think 10-6 in the NFC West is very reachable, especially with Jimmy G.
My thoughts on the 49ers, they only have one legitimate threat in the division, and that is the Rams, because the Rams have stockpiled free agents and trades in this offseason.
Yeah. But we have shown that we can beat them. Yes, we beat them. We came close to beat them the first game, and we actually beat them, even though they rested some of their starters.
Because you had Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's an arms race. But we got it. We got this. I know we killing Mac over here. It's it's an arms race, but I think the Niners easily 10-6.
I want Niners Patriots in the Super Bowl next year.
Is that what you want, Phil?
Yes.
We need to at least have it before we die, though, right? I mean,
you want to know why I want that?
Why?
Because of Tom Brady's final season, he can step over Jimmy Garoppolo like Allen Iverson did fucking the coach of the goddamn Cavaliers, Tyronn Lue.
How in the same show do we have two?
This is why I traded you, a punk ass bitch, and walk off. I know in his mind right now, he's sitting there thinking, I can't wait till Madden 19 comes out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Pre-ordered already, sir. Anyway. You knew it was. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a good season. It's gonna.
That has to happen in our lifetime. It has to happen in our lifetime.
Yes, and then the question Mac has for you: do you feel robbed with the Pats?
Do I feel robbed with the Patriots? I'll be real. I'm not mad that they lost the Super Bowl. I'm not mad at what's transpired since. I have honestly had just about 2 decades of perfection when it comes to my Patriots. No football fan can say that about their team. None. We are constantly winning 13 games. And yes, I know when Tom Brady retires, if they don't have a solid backup plan, and the kid from LSU they drafted is a decent quarterback, we'll see how he is in the pros. But I know my Patriots are going to have a downtime. And I'm prepared for that. I mean, we've been in 8 Super Bowls in the last fucking 15 years. I can't complain. I don't feel robbed.
Here's my thought on the Patriots, sir. As long as Bill Belichick is alive and is somewhat controlling that team, I don't think you have a thing to worry about.
But that's the thing. I'm not worried. Because like I said, name another fan base that can say for 2 decades they have witnessed perfection.
Oh.
The 80s were the Niners. The 90s were the Cowboys. The 2000s, all the way to 2018, have been the Patriots.
Whoa.
The 70s were the Steelers. The 60s were the Packers.
Hold on.
And when I say the Cowboys, don't forget the Jacksonville Jaguars have won more playoff games since the Cowboys' last Super Bowl win than the Cowboys have.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if Google knows. Okay, Google. Who's the most dominant franchise in all of sports? It said doesn't understand.
Hey, I gotta mute myself real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Who has been the most dominant sports franchise in all of sports? Oh. Let's see. I don't know. He does bring up a point. The Niners were the 80s and the early 90s. I guess if you – well, that would be the Spurs, though. But that would be the entirety of the late 90s going into this year. I mean, going into last year. Spurs were an obvious, ominous threat.
I'm not talking about other sports. I'm talking football.
The Browns.
You can always say the Yankees are the most dominant sports team of all time.
The Browns of the 50s and
Go
60s.
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
So 2 questions. Based on the trades, who do y'all see taking it all next season? All right. So first things first. You go ahead, Phil. I know who you're probably going to say, but go ahead.
I know. Okay, like I said, what I want is a Patriots 49ers Super Bowl. What I feel is going to happen, the Patriots are always thought to come out of the East, but since I'm a Patriots fan, I'm not going to say them. I'll pick somebody else in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl over the Patriots. Okay?
Okay, go ahead. Go right ahead, sir.
I am looking at, if it's not the Patriots, and I fucking hate to say this, the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Oakland Raiders and the Packers or the Vikings.
Oh, John Whitby says hi, by the way, while we answer this question. The legend known as John Whitby.
The legend of John Whitby has entered the house.
All right. So,
you know what pains me to say all what I just said.
All right. So, let me think.
I like Rex Grossman in Minnesota. They actually have a great quarterback now to take that team to the next level.
You mean Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sure.
That white guy.
He said you could pick the Pats if that's who you feeling.
Nah, but I'm going to pick the Pats because I know they're going to be in the hunt. But I want to switch it up and give a couple other teams who are going to be dangerous. If Derek Carr can stay healthy, the Raiders are the second most dangerous team in the AFC.
Yeah.
And if Ben Roethlisberger is actually playing at his full potential and Le'Veon Bell stays out of trouble and stays uninjured, the Pittsburgh Steelers can beat anybody in the AFC.
True.
I'm a realist.
You know, I'm gonna give you a dark horse. Because this
Cleveland
team was
Browns, 2015.
not that dark. God damn.
I said 2015.
2015, huh? All right, so I got it for you. Here's my dark horse. Here's the team that was dominant going into in the middle of the season before things took a turn for the worse. Houston Texans.
Only if Deshaun Watson stays healthy.
Well, that's what they drafted for, to make sure that happens. I like them. I like, and it's not just because of Deshaun Watson. You know, it's not my affinity for black quarterbacks. But if I'm a betting man, I'm going by the odds. I could be safe with saying the Houston Texans. I will put my money on the Houston Texans to win it this year.
I already put my money on the Cleveland Browns to make the playoffs.
I wonder what those odds are.
When I got them, 200-1.
Wow. And so I think Pittsburgh is hungry after what happened last season, but they got to get by the Pats first. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh got humiliated by Jacksonville because they didn't take them seriously enough. I will wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Although I'm sitting out here in sunny Florida when it went down, like.
So let's talk about the other team who we haven't really talked about yet. A team that has the talent to get over the hump, but just hasn't because they don't have a running game.
Who?
And that is the Detroit Lions.
Oh, let's talk about that. He said, I got a wow to oh my God. Will shock the world. Yeah. So let's talk about the Detroit Lions.
Matt Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yes. But my problem with Matt Stafford is the same as my problem with Dan Marino. Are they going to pay him so much fucking money that he's not going to have any help? Because they pay that defense a lot of money. They pay Matt Stafford a little bit of money. Where's the help at?
That's a good question. Okay, let me answer this. If Matt Stafford was on any other team, would he have been in the Super Bowl by now?
Any other team that's not Cleveland?
If Matt Stafford was on the Tennessee Titans, the Ravens, the Falcons, or the Saints, not given if he was their quarterback, not the quarterbacks they have now, would they have been in the Super Bowl by now?
Oh yeah, heartbeat. That's not even a question. You said those teams? Hell yes, in a fucking heartbeat. Even John Whitby agrees.
Yeah. You know, I clown the Detroit Lions a lot, but I am a fan of Matt Stafford. Mr. Black will tell you, in all my fantasy drafts, who won me my 2 fantasy seasons?
Matt Stafford. Yeah. I mean, investing in all line should really help. I mean, but the one thing that you did say in that statement, that those are all teams that outside the Ravens have a decent running game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The Lions, they have good running backs, just no offensive line who know how to block for the run.
Or an offensive scheme that supports them.
Because the last 3 years, they've had Stonewall Jackson as their fucking coach.
Well, it's the same coach that put together the entirety of the Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Mac, with the same wide receivers that those teams have, just put Matt Stafford on that team.
Yeah. I mean, with the Ravens, especially the Ravens that had both the Smiths, the Steve and Torrey. I mean, at one time there was
Julio Jones, Sanu over in Atlanta. Imagine Matt Stafford with them.
Yeah. Imagine
breaking.
Matt Stafford in Arizona would throw fits for everybody. They said we clown the Detroit Lions even more.
I think the Detroit Lions is why that one city in Michigan hasn't got clean water yet.
Flint, that's fucked up.
I think that's the Detroit Lions' fault.
Oh, and it's official, ladies and gentlemen. The Utah Jazz have now evened the series against the Houston Rockets with – oh, no, wait. I had it, and I lost it. I got rid of it. But I think they won 116-110.
Hold on. Play back the video. I said Utah was going to beat Houston in this playoffs.
Here we go. You got to thank Kobe Bryant for that one with the assist, definitely with the motivational speech for Donovan Mitchell. That was real interesting. That was a really, really fun thing.
Stradamus is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Let me think. Yeah, Matt Stafford on even the Dolphins, that would be a Super Bowl contender.
Well, John, if you guys win a playoff game, you're having a parade. Don't forget, Cleveland just had a parade for an 0-16 season.
A parade means nothing without something special to celebrate, as Cleveland has determined for us. Damn it. But yeah.
Now, can we talk about the scenario? Yeah. What do you think New England and Josh McDaniels would have done with the Baker Mayfield?
Probably would have traded Tom Brady.
Next year.
No, he would have traded him this year. No, let me rephrase that. Bill Belichick would have traded him this year.
All right, Tom, you've had a good run. We're going to go with the scrambling quarterback. You have a good day. We'll see you.
He's going to get traded to some bottom-of-the-barrel team that needs a quarterback.
What if – no, okay. They trade Tom Brady to the Cleveland Browns. Would the Cleveland Browns be a playoff team?
Oh, my God. With Hugh Jackson as the coach?
With that team they have.
There you go. John Whitby talking about that Ray J shit. I hit it first. 0-16.
Hey, you guys going 0-16 got you guys Calvin Johnson.
After drafting 3 bust wide receivers. But go ahead. It's all good.
And also holding Barry Sanders hostage for 20 years.
Apparently teams like to do that, Phil, okay? Don't judge.
How bad is Detroit that players got to retire to get the fuck out of there?
Just as bad as being forced into paying child support because the mother not only lied on the birth certificate, not only lied to welfare, but because there's some draconian law is that if somebody says you're the father of the child. Oh.
So are we gonna go with non-crazy Kanye? 18 years. 18 years. She had one of your kids. Got you for 18 years.
This is exactly what happened.
Why you paying child support for one of his kids? Baby mom, car, crib, all bigger than his. You don't see him on TV every given Sunday, win the Super Bowl and drive off in a Hyundai.
Hyundais are good cars, man.
But then on his 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his?
Yes. It's true. This is exactly what happened.
I can't stand Calvin Johnson because he actually wanted to go play for a contender. And you wouldn't let him, just like Barry Sanders. There's a pattern of making people retire in Detroit.
Well, this is all true. All true. Even though Whitby knows no lie. It's call a spade at this point. It just is what it is.
When the best thing to come out of Detroit are 5 white rappers. They're the problem.
And RoboCop. Don't forget about RoboCop.
Not the remake, the original.
The remake wasn't so bad.
They made I am going to hang up right now.
I said it wasn't so bad.
They made RoboCop PG-13. Fuck you.
I said so bad.
No. Delete.
So bad?
Delete.
So bad?
Delete.
So bad?
Delete.
So bad?
Delete.
And he's still mad at Barry Sanders.
Delete. Yeah, he's still mad at Barry Sanders because he actually wanted to go play for a championship. He carried y'all motherfuckers for 15 years.
He just wanted to renegotiate his contract. No big deal.
You know how long? Okay, see what people when they sign contracts in Detroit, they don't read the fine print. You only leave when you retire.
Do you know how much?
Then the city will hate you.
Here's the thing. Do you know how many picks and draft picks and trade backs they could have got for Barry Sanders? There's a RoboCop statue.
Mr. Whippy, do me a favor. Piss on it for me.
There's a fucking RoboCop statue. I did not know this, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, fuck. The Baltimore Ravens built a statue for a murderer. Why not build one for RoboCop?
Wow. We go clap back. Woo. Shame, Phil. Shame.
I have no shame.
True. But shame still nonetheless. All right.
Well, we gotta wrap this shit up.
Yes, we do. I gotta get to the gym. That's right. It's true. They have a RoboCop statue, and we need pictures.
Piss on it for me, John. Take a picture of you pissing on the statue for me.
Anything else aside from pissing on RoboCop statues, sir, that you want to talk about?
On this video?
Yes.
Yes, there is something else I gotta say.
Sure. Go ahead.
Nobody cares about baseball until after the All-Star game.
Did you hear what John Smoltz proposed?
He played for the Braves. You really think I give a shit what he proposed?
Hold on. He said, "I'm gonna piss on it just for you," like Jack Nicholson said, "I'm marking my territory."
My brother. Testify.
So John Smoltz has said that he wants to divide the one baseball season into 2 different seasons.
Well, gee, I wonder why. Because one baseball season is basically the basketball season and hockey season combined.
So what would happen is that the winner, there'd be 8 to 16 teams in the playoffs, right? It would be based off who won division in the first season, and then who won division in the second. The one of the divisions in the second season.
You know what I got to say to John Smoltz?
What? That's how you felt about John Holt's baseball. Oh, you want to come back now?
Yes, that's what I say to John Holt.
Anyways.
You weren't expecting that shit, were you?
You're a fucking asshole, and I love it. Anyways. All right, thank you, John. Definitely please share. Please like, follow, retweet. Make sure you do that. I really appreciate you. We really appreciate it.
Love you, Mac Money. Michael Mays, thank you for joining us. Shout out Suwasu, stand up or stand out.
Yes.
Shout out to those boys over there doing it big.
We're gonna have to get some T-shirts so we can rock on the show for shows. Stand up and stand out.
He don't make them in anything bigger than 3X, so I'm sure I look.
Well, we need to make a custom, right? Just one big ass T-shirt, nigga. Just one. I fit in 3X. You spot me a 3X, but one big ass T-shirt for you, customized, just for the show, with the logo on it. Anyways, yes.
It'll say Big Sin Suwasu.
All right. So with that said, make sure you subscribe, follow, share, retweet. Subscribe, follow, share, retweet. Subscribe, follow, share, retweet. Subscribe, follow, share, retweet. And yes.
And what he's saying right now makes more sense than Kanye West's new song.
Scoopity boopity whoop.
John, yes, John. If you want to join us, we can make that happen.
Yes, we can make this a three-way instantly.
Oh shit! Menage a trois, bitches. I'm gonna be the cream in the middle of Oreo. Yeah, baby.
Lord Jeebus. This nigga, cuz. All right. So, with that said, I want to thank everybody for watching Sinful Black Entertainment, watching the Ovatyme Sports Show. Tomorrow is Infamous Wrestling Talk. And I was highly impressed by Raw, disappointed by SmackDown. And we'll go over that. Plus, I got to watch NXT tonight to see how that goes. Mr. Sin, anything else before we sign this thing off, baby?
And we also got to talk about the 5-hour Greatest Royal Rumble show that only had 3 matches worth watching.
Yes. Kind of a weird place to be in right after WrestleMania to do this show and then to do Backlash.
Okay. I'm going to say it again tomorrow on the video, but I'm going to say it right now. This show was never supposed to make it to air. That's what people need to realize. This was just supposed to be a house show in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say the 3 matches that were worth watching. Undertaker Rusev.
Yep.
Shinsuke and AJ, even though it ended the way it did.
Yep.
And the Greatest Royal Rumble itself. That's it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll discuss that more and further in detail tomorrow. But until then, my name is Hollywood J. Black. That man right there. There we go. That's Big Sin right there. And we out this bitch.
Deuces.